TD Jakes and Diddy Freak Off Party.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
That was you.
Scrambling.
What?
You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit. Hey, man.
I'm looking at him as a saint going to a party that ain't nothing but sin. Drinking, maybe fornication. I know he got a contract with Revolt, so I'm just like, it's just real strange that he would be found at any kind of Diddy party.
Rumors about TD Jakes being involved in these various situations and so forth. Not to say it's real.
No, listen.
I'm not saying it's real, but TD Jakes was trending.
And I shook my head, not to say that's ridiculous. I shook my head to say, unfortunately, I don't put nothing past nobody no more.
I feel the same way about that as I feel about when Tyler Perry came to his church and laid hands on him and he caught the Holy Spirit from Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is the bishop of what?
He diverse from church to church. Every church has a different opinion on the issue, and every gay person is different.
This Diddy matter has been in the headlines a lot recently with names after names. If you've been wondering who the next person connected to P, Diddy is, be ready because it's TD Jakes. Furthermore, it's not as everyone had anticipated. What's the greatest about this? According to rumors, Diddy and TD Jakes have been having a heated argument for years.
Do you think, I'm assuming, LGBT community and the black church can coexist?
Absolutely.
Let me push that question, because
anything, this is allegedly. Ain't nobody gonna catch me slipping, okay? Okay. So allegedly, Cassie has turned over evidence to the feds. Yes, to the feds. She has turned over videotapes, a USB drive, and Kim Porter's burner phone. Now, there is also an alleged email out saying a plethora of other things that include TD Jakes with Diddy. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. I'm not finna say nothing else.
It also revealed an earlier accusation against TD Jakes because of the mess Diddy has been making. There have been allegations of Jakes having sex with males for many years. When the previous problem reappeared, it was used as a springboard for conjecture on the romance rumors between Diddy and TD Jakes. One photographer had to question Sarita Jakes about the claims since they were so outrageous. Jaguar Wright has been the one phoning Diddy and TD Jakes as all the stories line up today. When TD Jakes' reputation was ruined a year ago, the audience assumed Jaguar was only looking for publicity. Many viewers began returning to her YouTube videos, rewatching her accusations against TD Jakes as everyone was gradually being revealed this year.
I feel the same way about that as I feel about when Tyler Perry came to his church and laid hands on him and he caught the Holy Spirit from Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is the bishop of what?
Now that Diddy and TD Jakes are both accused of engaging in sexual activity with guys, it is unclear whether they were also abusing one another. It seems that Diddy's ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, wanted to reveal not only Diddy and Jake's homosexual connection, but also all of their bizarre performances.
I know that it's... I know what usually happens at the Diddy party, or what we told us happened at the Diddy parties. I know Puff so well that he stood up. When he stood up, he walked and did his arm some kind of way, like, and then he went like this, you know, like that. I went over towards him. I know to go over there towards him. So I go over towards him, and he said to me, he said, "Yo, I think Will and Jada is trying to scoop up Jennifer."
All right, this narrative has a lot to explain. Let's take a brief overview of our goals for today to ensure that everyone is on the same page. Diddy's many accusations and lawsuits have put him in the public eye. People close to both Jakes and Diddy were finally coming clean. TD Jakes' name was brought into the fray. Several individuals were implicated one after another, and a sexual connection between Jakes and Diddy has been the hottest issue. However, we would want to quickly clarify that all of the information we provided was based on online hearsay. Now, let's get right to the point. Going all the way back to the time when Jake and Sarita filed for divorce. At that time, the rumors and the news circulated swiftly. Numerous tales about the basis for the divorce, according to which Sarita saw Jakes on a bed with another guy, circulated online in the years that followed. Since Jakes married Sarita Jakes in 1997 and has remained with her to this day, demonstrating his heterosexuality, the audience disregarded this notion. Many people still thought that wasn't the whole story, however.
They're both bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills. Bashir Gray left that house fucking screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
Jakes and Sarita are both bisexual, according to Jaguar, and they both engage in strange behavior at home. She even said that young males participate in TD Jakes' covert homosexual club at his church. Jaguar even mentioned a few people who were meant to get mentoring from TD Jakes but ended up on the negative side of the religious community. This design seems familiar now, doesn't it? The issue of whether this was a coincidence or a case of collaborators in crime is also raised by the fact that Diddy was also accused of similar crimes.
Kids have like an hour left, so get extra comfortable, kids, because after that, y'all gotta go. It's a wrap for y'all, because this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to, okay? So, you know, let's just start to get our groove on a little bit. In an hour, we put the kids away, it's all good. Hey, DJ, let's hit it. Let's do it. Come on. Okay.
Given the ongoing controversy surrounding Diddy's name, it is understandable that TD Jakes was also mentioned in this scenario.
Issue, and every gay person is different. I'm okay because I never told you I was perfect.
That's why TD Jakes was there, to try to fix his image. Ain't no money like church money.
Look at TD Jakes. Your point of view, your opinion. Do you take him serious as a pastor?
Do I take him serious? That's not my type of pastor.
For decades, there have been allegations that Jake is homosexual, but in 2016, TD Jakes' ex-wife stood up for him and disproved the claims. She said they broke up for another reason and that the reports were completely untrue. She said that, in contrast to the circulating claims, she never saw Jakes with a man or even a woman throughout their marriage. A few years passed before she finally gave her side of the divorce. However, there were a lot of reports that Jake was shot this year, so the video didn't hold up well. As more individuals come out against the Jakes,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We love you, man.
It was just a lot of weird shit going on, you know what I'm saying? The vibes ain't there. I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati and shit. It's like Vivica Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9". They called him, his name 6'9". He had the red hair with a big old booty and shit. No, he was gay and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? It's just a lot of weird shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it ain't right.
Many of these assertions will remain unsubstantiated rumors. However, Keith D, who is also dealing with grave accusations this year, was interviewed on the Art of Dialogue channel in 2022. Keith D said in the interview that he attended a party that he believed to be just like any other. This so-called party also included several well-known figures, like TD Jakes, and Keith D said that the night got strange as it went on. He was unfamiliar with the concept of a homosexual Illuminati party, but he thought that everything that was going on that evening was wrong. Surely TD Jakes is finding it more difficult to refute these homosexual accusations now. It's more than simply unfounded gossip. Now that the truth about TD Jakes' actions was known, there were eyewitnesses. This just serves to stoke the flames since these circumstances continue to resemble Diddy's case. The crowd seems to support both Keith D, and Jaguar writes, as the mayhem continues to worsen, light is truth. Thank you for shedding your light and bringing the truth to light on the corrupt business. I like these films, which usually include the typical suspects in which people describe how they saw strange homosexual behavior at a party. Queen Latifah, TD Jakes, Puff, and so on, they remain at the party even though they quickly clarify that they are not homosexual and don't enjoy such things. Cassie has come out to claim that Diddy forced her to sleep with male escorts while he watched and masked Sturby T after Tyler Perry's accusations that TD Jakes is homosexual. It's possible that Keefe was speaking the truth. Jake's homosexual accusation worsened, as was shown in the comments. Gino Jennings, he saw Jakes and Daisy sleeping together. Referring back to the reported homosexual connection between TD Jakes and Diddy, their purported histories have been very similar. From hosting and or taking part in freak-off parties to alleged mentorship that resulted in grooming. Gene Deal, one of Diddy's bodyguards, said that Diddy records everyone who enters his apartment. Additionally, all of those data were seized since Diddy is now being investigated. When someone purportedly released a video from those recordings, the internet went crazy, but the video was quickly taken down. Those who were able to see the video said that TD Jakes and Diddy were there at the incident, albeit the source was not named. It is possible that the news is false, but it is also possible that it is true. The whole thing would come to pass in due course. As additional individuals came forward to expose Diddy and TD Jakes, the audience was now resolving the accusations on its own. The lingering speculations about them are further supported by the fact that their accusations do corroborate each other. The Jakes have not responded to the barrage of accusations against them as of yet. Yes, the Jakes have the right to sue anybody who publishes false information about them for defamation. Additionally, it could intimidate anybody who would criticize them. However, as the Jakes have not taken any action, he is most likely determining the best course of action. Everything about them may be revealed or cleansed with a single misstep. In any case, as more celebrities get involved in this bizarre Diddy discovery, the truth will soon be out. The audience seems to take pleasure in these disagreements among the turmoil. According to one of them, because the celebrity helpers are disclosing everything, I believe their NDAs expires on December 31st, 2023, the crowd responded more enthusiastically, stating that they enjoyed how someone fresh was unveiling something every day. Some even said that 2024 would be the year of exposure, and I sort of assumed that as there is no way that all of these things would come to light without cause. Their allegations were true because in the days that followed, there was little doubt that someone else would enter the picture, new names would be mentioned, and others connected to Diddy would be drawn into this mess, which would further strengthen the rumors surrounding TD Jakes. To be clear, the most of these rumors were confirmed over the course of the next few days, but nobody was sure whether they would be appropriately handled or if they would just be forgotten in favor of another problem in the coming months.
And Tupac was like a couple, seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird shit going on, you know what I'm saying? The vibes ain't there. I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati and shit. It's like Vivica Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9". They called him, his name 6'9". He had the red hair with a big old booty and shit. Nobody was gaying him over. What the fuck is going on here? It's just a lot of weird shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what Tupac, I guess he wanted to get up out of the Illuminati or something.
Hey, Paul, come on, stop that. I was wondering if I could fuck you.
And I remember, like, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but, like, I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside.
I saw it posted yesterday all over our social media pages. Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy.
Yikes.
She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse.
There have been several hypotheses about Will Smith's sexual orientation, including whether he is homosexual or bisexual. In fact, the notion has been around since the mid-1990s. Rumors circulated later in 1997 that his marriage to Jada Pinkett was a front for an affair. This was considered scandalous at the time, but times have changed. Successful producer, rapper, and businessman Sean Combs, better known by his stage name Diddy, has been the subject of rumors about his sexual orientation. Some have even labeled him homosexual. A tweet he sent at the 2021 BET Awards, which included a performance by Lil Nas X, provoked further debates and mockery from some fans. However, what recent actions by Diddy and Will Smith have given supporters the impression that they are concealing something? Let's investigate. Given how long they have been friends, it would be an understatement to suggest that Diddy and Will Smith have a tight bond. Nevertheless, it seems that their connection may have had many unpleasant facts. With their rap skills, the two made their debut in the entertainment sector in the 90 seconds. In addition to working in the same field, they had many acquaintances in common and, as a result, sometimes crossed paths throughout the course of 20 years. They had amazing experiences at a number of prestigious events, such as award ceremonies and parties. Without a doubt, all of this is rather regular. The strange issue is that there have been several allegations that the couple attended multiple homosexual parties, and because there was already a narrative about them being gay, it is difficult to dispute the information that is now public. These facts pertain to Will Smith's self-presentation in the public eye. After marrying another Hollywood icon, Jada Pinkett Smith, the rapper-cum-actor has been able to establish the Smith brand with his family for more than 30 years. Additionally, they have 2 children together, both of whom are well known in the field. Wouldn't you agree that this family is picture perfect? However, the actor's life has now been the subject of several online discussions after his regrettable Oscars meltdown. And believe me, there has undoubtedly been conversation. His sexuality is at the top of the lengthy list of hot subjects, and rumors have it that the situation may not be as straightforward as most of us would like to think. These facts have now raised the crucial query, is Will Smith gay? Although there are already a number of stories circulating in Hollywood about the actor's sexual preferences, the most of them have originated from those in the entertainment sector, which adds intrigue to the whole subject. To put things in perspective, these individuals are not just his co-workers, but also his friends. Isn't it telling? Furthermore, on Facebook, actress Alexis Arquette, who died in 2016, claimed to have seen Will Smith having sex with Hollywood manager Benny Medina. Arquette said that Smith's divorce from Sherry Zampino, his first wife, was due to this. Additionally, Arquette claimed that Will Smith and his current spouse, Jada Pinkett Smith, were homosexual, but these claims have not been verified. The Smiths have made it known that they are polyamorous and have an open relationship which permits them to have connections with other people while still being faithful to one another. The fact that he has had relationships with both men and women supports the initial assumption that he is homosexual, but it also raises another issue about his sexual orientation. Is Will Smith bisexual? Later, in 2020, Tisha Campbell, another actress, revealed to the public that Smith and her ex-husband Dwayne Martin were involved, and I'm not just referring about friendship. The truth always comes out in the end, no matter how hard anyone tries to hide it, she said on Instagram, exposing them. It seemed very unclear at first, but she clarified it in her subsequent remarks, saying, "And you're right, they will lie till the end. The worst part is that they will lose credibility." Naturally, when something like that becomes viral online, people will undoubtedly start discussing.
The issue is, it seems as though he wants to kind of like exert power and dominance over people who don't really want it.
Will, in her comments as a swipe at the two, who have been claiming to be best friends exclusively. Things eventually calmed down, however, when the actress used social media to essentially deny her allegations. "I don't do messy, I don't do subtweets, it's not your girl, sorry, don't be pulling me into no mess," she stated specifically. To make matters worse, Will Smith was accused of having sexual preferences once again last year. The infamous YouTuber Trisha Paytas specifically claimed to have proof that the actor was having an affair with a male dancer. She remarked, "How about you worry about that," in a video.
Jada Pinkett, really gonna listen. How about worry about your daughter being naked in bed at 13 with her 20-year-old boyfriend on the internet? How about worry about that? How about worry about your fucking cheating husband fucking my male dancers, you know, when they didn't want to? How about talk about that?
Let's examine Diddy in more detail. There have been ongoing speculations about the sexual orientation of Bad Boy's creator. Diddy has a reputation for being a womanizer and has been romantically involved with some of the most beautiful ladies in the world. But from his early days at Bad Boy Records, there have been persistent whispers regarding his inclinations. The rapper is reportedly on the verge of making the audacious decision to come out of the closet and embrace his truth, according to the Twitter article. However, Diddy has also committed some quite dubious actions, or rather, he has stated some dubious things, so this narrative about him does have merit. In any case, the rapper and Devin T. Hines collaborated on the popular song Blood Orange a few years ago. At first glance, it may not seem like much, but the song was well liked by the LGBTQ community, and its music video included other well-known artists including Tyler, the Creator, and A$AP Rocky. While Tyler came out of the closet years ago, Blood Orange came out in 2018, therefore his coming out was a bit later. A$AP is also included here since the rapper has maintained that he is straight despite being called homosexual on several occasions. People were certain that the video was Diddy's method of coming out as soon as they viewed it. In particular, Diddy's line on the song included a number of homosexual couples who are also black, giving the impression that the rapper was confessing that he could be a member of the LGBTQ community. He raps the phrases, but sometimes I wonder what it would take for me to stop being scared to receive the kind of love I really want. I'm afraid to really experience what it's like to desire something but not knowing whether you can manage it, even though I know how much I want to be loved. You offer me hope that maybe I will overcome my worries and be blessed one day. A year later, the music executive was the target of homosexual allegations once again, this time because he was seen flirting with fellow rapper Fabulous on the Norse podcast. The rapper looked uneasy with the lighthearted banter. Rapper Exhibit also said that he saw Diddy having a passionate encounter with another guy in a bar. Additionally, Diddy may be homosexual, according to a recent remark made by someone who said they knew him better. Celebrity trainer Alex Fine, who is married to Diddy's ex-wife Cassie, recently shared a photo of people reading love while carrying various colored balloons during a Pride event on his Instagram story. Although the post was eventually removed, what made it more intriguing was that Fine included a link to an LGBTQ charity in the message. Happy Pride to all my LGBTQ friends. Along with these tools, he said, attached is a charity that helps people who are in the closet and gotta move on. Many people still firmly think that Fine was attempting to convey that Diddy is bisexual, despite the fact that the now deleted post was about something good. In addition, he may be upset because Diddy has previously mentioned his wife. In particular, the Bad Boy Millionaire released Get a Move On with Bryson Tiller, his first song in more than 5 years, in the middle of last year. Additionally, the song's lyrics led everyone to assume that it was a shot at Diddy's ex-girlfriend Cassie, who is now Alex's wife. However, it's also not implausible to have such opinions since, as Diddy said at the song's conclusion, you found a new man, so I gotta move on. You have a new goal with someone you hardly know, I suppose. I think you're mistaken, you had to go on, I suppose. In 2018, Cassie and Diddy called it quits. Cassie married Alex Fine the next year, and the two of them had 2 daughters, Sunny Cinco Fine and Frankie. Before their relationship ended, Diddy accused Cassie of cheating on him with Alex, but Cassie refuted the accusations. Despite their prosperous professions, Smith and Diddy still seem to have unanswered doubts about their relationships. Jaden, the son of Jada and Smith, has made headlines for his feminine traits, including a reported kiss with rapper Lil B and a romance with creator Tyler, in addition to suspicions about their sexual orientation. On her mother's program, Willow, meantime, came out as bisexual. If the Smiths are homosexual and decide to keep it a secret, they probably have other motivations since they seem to be an accepting family.
Jaden Smith took to Instagram to share a series of images of him inside of Diddy's tunnels. Underneath Diddy's mansion in Los Angeles and Miami, there are secret tunnels. Originally, it was built as sort of like an underground swimming pool, but Diddy drained it and began to create a network of pathways that connect to nearby points of interest. This is just one of the videos that the feds have in their possession. The others are of Diddy and Will Smith, Jaden Smith. Yeah. And they can't share that one for obvious reasons.
Unexpectedly and shockingly, Jaden Smith has stepped out to reveal the facts he says he discovered while visiting Diddy's home. The rapper and actor, who is well known for being outspoken and prepared to explore contentious subjects, has detailed a string of strange and unnerving incidents that provide a troubling glimpse into the hip-hop mogul's personal life. The entertainment world has been rocked by Jaden's claims, which have prompted fans and media outlets searching for explanations about anything from secret tunnels to odd get-togethers. The idea that Diddy's home includes secret chambers and tunnels is among Jaden's most shocking assertions. Jaden claims that these tunnels, which link different areas of the estate, are used for intimate meetings and discreet mobility. He implied that the tunnels are used to carry out operations away from inquisitive eyes by describing them as maze-like and frighteningly hidden. These claims have sparked a lot of conjecture about what may be going on behind closed doors and if these secret passageways have a darker function.
For example, one of the tunnels connects to Hugh Hefner's mansion nearby. But what's crazier is that he is literally using them to track kids for his FO parties. People say he would grab young girls and boys from the street using his sons as bait. Then these people would use the network of tunnels to transport these children unnoticed away from the prying eyes of paparazzi and the public. Jaden also leaked an image of the plans to build more.
Jaden has reportedly described seeing many odd parties at Diddy's mansion. According to him, these gatherings are private parties with a carefully curated guest list that often consists of well-known celebrities and significant personalities from a range of fields. These parties had a spooky, almost cult-like vibe, Jaden said, and attendees were acting strangely and covertly. He raised concerns about the genuine nature of the connections and activities occurring by implying that these occasions could be more than merely social get-togethers. Jaden claims to have had a number of disturbing interactions that left him feeling very uncomfortable during his trips to Diddy's home. He spoke about times when he thought he was alone yet felt like he was being observed and watched. His feeling of disquiet and mistrust about what could be going on behind the scenes has grown as a result of these encounters. Jaden's claims are made all the more intriguing by the way he describes these interactions, which point to a widespread feeling of control and paranoia within the estate. Jaden also brought attention to the stringent security measures at Diddy's residence. He spoke of a tightly regulated setting with guards, surveillance cameras, and stringent visitor procedures. Although this degree of protection is typical for well-known people, Jaden felt it was excessive, and it strengthened his doubts about what was being safeguarded. In addition to safeguarding the facility and its occupants, he surmised that the security measures were in place to make sure that certain activities were concealed from the public. The public's opinion of Diddy has been significantly impacted by Jaden Smith's disclosures. Furthermore, this photograph has been clouded by Jaden's accusations, leading fans and onlookers to wonder what may be hiding under the surface. A surge of conjecture and conspiracy theories has resulted from the public's fascination with the concept of secret meetings and subterranean tunnels. However, in a recent shocking interview, Jaguar Wright openly accused Will and Jada Smith of bringing their son Jaden to Diddy. The possibility that Jaguar has a personal grudge against the Smiths is becoming more and more obvious, but one thing is certain, Jaguar never hesitates to express her opinions regardless of how controversial they may be. Jaguar made the shocking accusation that Will and Jada had been spreading rumors about their kid in the business in a recent interview. She startled the audience even further by making yet another shocking charge that said Will had acted inappropriately against his own kid.
Jada Pinkett has written a book where she reveals that multiple times she tried to commit suicide.
I don't know why she keeps trying. She just get it done. Don't be bad at everything. You was an all right actress. You was a terrible wife. You was a bad mother.
Given the ongoing suspicions of Will and Jada's dubious parenting, these accusations were not shocking. They allegedly exposed their kids to a variety of contentious influences at an early age, such as Dr. W and Issa, which is said to have influenced Jaden's attraction to Diddy and even caused him to ask his parents for independence. Given the allegations about Will and Jada's swinger lifestyle and Jada's involvement with her son's closest friend, it's not wholly surprising. We feel as if we are imprisoned in a surreal world. We really need to ask questions at this point. Not that I'm complaining, but Jaguar always has the inside scoop on everyone, so that's where she gets her information. Otherwise, how would we learn about Will and Jada Smith's turbulent interactions with Diddy and all the salacious information surrounding them? Will, Jada, and Diddy are known to work in the same Hollywood circles and partake in the same dubious activities that A-list celebrities often do. In an eye-opening interview a few years ago, Jaguar accused Will and Jada of taking advantage of young guys in the business by pretending to be mentors. She particularly brought up names like August Alsina, Brycia Gray, and Meek Mill throughout the interview.
Will Smith and Diddy destroyed this young singer's career, and some are saying they R-worded him like they allegedly did to Justin Bieber and Usher. So Brycia Gray is an American actor and rapper who suddenly disappeared from the spotlight and dropped some major hints it had to do with Diddy and Will Smith's mentorship. He is now suing them both over his experience, and because many people say he was allegedly R-worded by the duo, Brycia started to act out in disturbing ways, similar to how Justin Bieber did.
Another factor to take into account is the impact of Jada's adultery on her kids' perceptions of adult relationships. While they shared a residence, she got connected with her son's buddy. Jada went one step further and referred to it as a scenario ship that had no meaning for anybody, as if things weren't already confusing. August, meantime, was expressing himself passionately online about how he gave his all to his love with Jada. To be honest, this is one of the messiest things in Hollywood. What's more interesting is the rise of suspicions that Jada and August's supposed romance was really a front for worse things going on in their home. By developing a love connection based on their common pain as victims of powerful individuals in the business like Diddy, Justin and August allegedly bonded more than just as friends. No matter how scandalous, the idea of Jada and August having an affair is obviously considerably less combustible than the possible repercussions if it were discovered that Will and Jada had been selling their kid to their influential friends.
Jaden, I was like, when I wrote the hook, I was like, oh my God, Jaden's voice would be perfect for the tone of this instrumental. Yeah. And I just had him come through and he did it and he was so hyped and he knocked it out so quick, and I love Jaden, that's my boy.
Yes, during his performance at Camp Flog Nay in 2018, Jaden paused to give Tyler a shout out, joking that he had been dating Tyler for a while. Fans were intrigued by it, even though it seemed to be lighthearted, like a joke between friends. When Jaden reiterated his claim on Apple Music's Beats One radio, saying, "I recently said that Tyler, the creator, is my boyfriend," speculation became more intense. And it's accurate. Just so you know, when Tyler won a Grammy for Best Rap Album in 2020 and Jaden tweeted about my boyfriend receiving a Grammy as well, the rumors became more widespread. More rumors were raised when Jaden sent Tyler a straightforward yep in a following tweet. When combined with Jaden's past public behaviors, Tyler's remark, "You a crazy dude, man," raises more concerns than it does. Consider the recently circulated video of Jaden and Justin Bieber kissing in public. The bond between Justin and Jaden began when they worked together on the theme song for Jaden's breakthrough movie, The Karate Kid, in 2010, Never Say Never. Although they have stayed close throughout the years, it seems that at some time their connection may have progressed beyond friendship. Unaware that they were being videotaped, a fan at this year's Coachella was able to catch a startling moment when Jaden approached Justin and playfully ground against him from behind. Justin's enthusiasm was evident when he recognized Jaden. He virtually exploded with happiness, kissing Jaden's neck wetly right away. The video sent fans into a frenzy, with one fan expressing their joy by asking, "Am I tweaking?" When I realized, I thought, hell no. Supporters noticed that Justin and Jaden's body language in the video gave the impression that they had had similar encounters many times previously. Speculation about what may happen behind closed doors resulted from this. Some hypothesized that this conduct may just be a part of their relationship, given their lifelong connection. However, it's difficult for individuals to avoid making connections and questioning the lines between private and public conduct in light of current events and scandals. After fans discovered some disturbing recordings of Justin in precarious positions, he lately became popular. For instance, a video that seems to show Justin giving Odell something when he is with Trey Songz and Beckham is making the rounds. While some thought that he was abusing drugs, Jaguar Wright had a different take on the situation.
Who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son and you ain't do shit about it? Bilal told me everything. Bilal told me, Jay, he told me that you knew Will was your child. Yes, he did. Wonder why he left that out of his Tasha K interview. He said everything but the thing that was important. That he know that Will Smith, Jaden, Bashir, and he Neek Mills, and you know it, Bilal.
Indeed, speculation that Diddy instructed Justin to do it since they were all at a Diddy party began with that particular footage of Justin allegedly giving Odell the messy top. And if you're familiar with Diddy's parties, you're aware of all the strange things that occur there. Worse still, it is said that older business people come at these events to trade brand new boy toys, which Diddy is more than willing to provide. Rumor has it that Diddy likes to woo young women, which is why he felt the need to bring 15-year-old Justin Bieber to his house for 48 hours of unsupervised fun. After all, he was providing him a house and a vehicle. Before Justin got involved, Diddy allegedly made a similar maneuver with Usher a few years before. Usher has spoken openly about how living with Diddy at what was known as Flavor Camp introduced him to the adult way of life. Why do parents let their sons to spend time with Diddy? There are significant issues with Usher's time spent living with Diddy when he was just 13. He was exposed to things that even the majority of people avoid for their own health. Usher has sworn to keep his own kids away from Diddy and his group because of this. Oh, but things get worse. According to Gene Deal's latest surprising disclosures, Usher was hospitalized as a result of the things he reportedly subjected him to. Gene didn't go into detail, but his tone suggested it was quite concerning. According to rumors, Jaden followed a similar path to those of Usher and Justin Bieber, receiving Diddy's guidance as he navigated the difficulties of the entertainment business. Furthermore, it is said that Jaden was exposed to this way of life by his parents, Will and Jada. It's interesting to note that Will and Jada have been transparent about their personal life and have hinted that they like to engage in risky pursuits. In an interview with The Sun magazine, Jada said that she and Will like to swing and role play. She also disclosed in her book that they had built a secret love nest to provide seclusion away from their kids. In their bedroom, Jada even imagined a separate, exquisitely decorated love nest with a domed ceiling and sparkling stars. If you recall, back in 2014, Willow and actor Moises Arias stirred controversy when they appeared in an edgy Instagram photo in which 13-year-old Willow was seen resting her head on 20-year-old Moises' thigh. The photo quickly went viral and caused Will and Jada to face harsh criticism because, well, what kind of parent allows their 13-year-old baby to be in bed with a 20-year-old man? It's charming, but it also raises questions about how well they protected their kids from accessing such places, which leads to conjecture, especially given how the Smiths expressed their feelings for one another. It's akin to abandoning your daughter in order to get equipment. There was such a strong negative response that some people even tried to contact child protective authorities. It would seem reasonable to think that Will and Jada would respond to such harsh criticism by either denying the picture or providing an explanation. But they did not. Actually, they didn't see anything offensive in the picture. They saw it as a kind of creative expression. Later, Jada issued a statement to chastise the naysayers who had criticized her family over what she saw as an innocent photo, rather than to provide an apology or provide clarification. The scenario and the picture were perfectly acceptable. It was an unjustified projection of criticism. This is concerning. What are the possibilities that, in the name of art or some other justification, they have also subjected their son Jaden to similar poisonous settings if they are ready to expose their daughter to such scrutiny? You two have been separated since 2016, which is now 7 years ago. Yes, rumors started to circulate about 10 years ago when a video of Will kissing his kid on the lips appeared online. The interviewer mentioned a perceived lack of love between Will and Jaden's characters during an appearance on the Woody program in Thailand to promote their movie After Earth. Will kissed Jaden on the lips to refute this idea. Although parents often kiss their kids, kissing them in public, particularly when the youngster seems uneasy, might be seen as being over the top. Discussions have been triggered by Will's frequent public demonstrations of devotion for his kid, such as when he urged Jaden to accept another kiss during an appearance on a talk program. On the Ellen DeGeneres program, he reiterated the same feeling, saying that as a father, there are moments when you want to kiss your children on the lips because you are so proud of them. Even with their privileged upbringing, Willow and Jaden were not immune to harmful influences. While it's very uncommon to read about outside influences on famous children, it's less frequent to hear that the parents actively supported dubious conduct. For example, Jada has publicly spoken about using psychedelics and alternative therapies, which basically indicates that she is using drugs. Speaking at the Psychedelic Science Conference in Denver last year, Jaden spoke about how Jada exposed their family to psychedelics. I believe that my mother was the first to take that step for the family, he remarked. For a very long time, it was just her. Eventually, it simply developed and trickled, and everyone discovered it in their own unique ways. He also spoke about how the event strengthened his bonds with his siblings. Brothers may quarrel and fight a lot, and Lord knows that my brothers and I have done a lot of that in the past, he said. But what has been amazing and lovely is the degree of love and empathy I am able to feel for them both within and outside of the experiences. Experiences have been a meaningful and amazing thing. To be fair, psychedelics have been shown to improve mood and health in scientific studies.